All right, y'all. Yo, we got breaking news straight from Peoria, Illinois. And y'all, we got to really talk about this. This is something that just happened today, and we're going to discuss it live here on the show. Live with Johnny. Johnny, just breaking news here today about the homeless community here in Peoria, Illinois. We are on a few different platforms. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. And we are on YouTube. So make sure that you tap in. Make sure you share with your friends. I want to hear what you guys think about this whole thing and what went down today at City Council. I want to know what you guys think about it. If you guys would tap in and just kind of give me your what you think about it. Tell me if you think it's fair. And we're just going to get into all of that, all right? So with that being said, let's get the show started. My name is Johnny, and this is Live with Johnny. Get those comments started, y'all. All right, y'all. We back in live in full effect. What's up, my people? Y'all, I know, listen, somebody had mentioned like this, the intro is kind of long, and I get it, but it's like a live show. So sometimes you have to use the intro in order to prepare yourself. There may be things that you have to do. I am on several different platforms. So just kind of bear with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It don't take long. Some last minute things that I have to get done. Yeah, I got several cameras on me. I got a camera in front of me. I got a camera on this side. I got a camera here on the side of me, and I got another camera in front of me. So it's like I'm the president up in here, and it's like three different microphones. So let's see here. Somebody wanted to join in. What's up? What's up? Y'all, listen. TikTok, I can't really hear y'all. But y'all can definitely listen in. We got somebody to pop in on TikTok already. So we are talking about, can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good? I got to make sure it sounds good up here. But anyway, y'all, we all around the world. So you know what I'm saying? We got to talk to everybody. So you might see me looking here. You might see me looking there. But I'm just trying to make sure that I address everything. And we are recording this live. So you'll get to see the recording live. The recording is going to be really cool. And this time it's in two different colors, but it's going to be cool. Black and white over here and color over here. So it's going to be something really dope for you to check out, no doubt. But with that being said, let's see here. Make sure. Okay, so yeah, we got to make sure we get that together. So many things that we got to make sure that we get right. But okay, so we got a couple of comments that came in already. And somebody says, hello, what's up? I live on the East Coast. What happened? Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. This is what happened. So, you know, we have a homeless problem here in America. In Peoria, Illinois, it's no different. It's right by Chicago, maybe like 2 hours outside Chicago. But we have a homeless issue where like homeless people are getting together like in tents. They got like homeless communities. I guess it's starting to get bigger. Because sometimes when I do go down there, I do see it gets bigger as you go downtown. And it's getting crazy because now the city council came and they were talking about it for a while. And now they made it kind of like a law to where you cannot set up your tent downtown anymore. So it's a law now. And that's kind of crazy because, you know, you have a lot of people who don't have the money, first of all, and that's why they're out there. But now they're going to be fined and things like that. So I just wonder how this is going to affect people who have nowhere to go, where they're going to go. Because everybody can't just, boom, and I got a house, or boom, I got a shelter. So we got to kind of see how that goes. Now, the upside thing to that is that I would like to see is the city going to make sure these people have shelter? Because see, you got to think about that too. Some people are saying like the city has no heart, like they have no heart whatsoever. But we need to see if the city has a plan for what they're going to do with the people who have nowhere to go, especially now it's going to get cold. You can't be outside, so maybe they have a place that they have in mind, or they're going to build a homeless shelter or something like that. Because you can't just wipe them out and just say y'all got to get off the street and y'all ain't got nowhere to go. That's ridiculous. So we have to think that they have something in mind to do with the people who have nowhere to go. We hope that's it. Like I said, y'all can leave your comments or leave your questions. If you're on YouTube, make sure you're following me. If you're on Facebook, you can comment. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. If you're on TikTok, you can definitely send gifts. I would love for gifts. And my camera over here is looking real good, so I like that. I like the way to look over here. So, and y'all tell me like what y'all think. What y'all think about all this? What's going on? In my opinion, with this new administration, and I'm not knocking, so please don't come in here saying like I'm knocking the administration, but I think with this new administration, like we're gonna have to get used to these type of heart-wrenching things. I mean, some of this stuff is gonna be swift. Like they already said, day one, they're gonna start deporting immigrants. So you may be working with immigrants. You may be working with some of these guys. Some of these guys may have worked in your house. Some of these guys may be your friends now. Some people you hang with. You might not even know they're illegal. And then one day you wake up and their house is getting raided. You got to think about that. We have to prepare ourselves for a huge change in America. And it's going to come swift. Because these people and these agendas that they have and things like that, they are hell-bent on implementing them. This is the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Shit is going to happen, and shit is going to happen quick. There are rules that are, you already see the type of people he put in office. I mean, these are unconventional. Dr. Oz got in the office administration today. Dr. Oz. I mean, I have no words. Like these people should not be running our government. And I get that we can have like a rebellion of the government. We're trying to rebuild the government and stuff like that. But I mean, some of these people are not even qualified to be in the government. But that's here nor there. I'm not the person to judge that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen whether we like it or not, and we're gonna have to adjust to a country that really is really, take for example, take a look at some of the things that have happened in the last few years. It's kind of been building up to this level. Like even with our politicians anymore, we don't like clean cut politicians no more. We want somebody who's controversial. We want somebody who can not just be a good politician, but be able to entertain us a little bit, like never a dull moment. I think that's what America wants. And I could be wrong, but we've always had an infatuation with like felonies and criminals and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not knocking Trump, but he is a felon. And we just always had a fascination with like John Gotti, some of these big guys like that, Bonnie and Clyde. We as a nation fell in love with these outlaws. So outlaw necessarily in America is not going to disqualify you. That's going to make people more intrigued to you. So I think that was a wrong policy to run on. talking about how he's a criminal because America loves our criminals. But with that being said, we got new administration in office, and I mean, y'all see how they roll. I mean, it's hard hitting. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do that. You know, they taking a look at things like abortion. You know, whether you like it or not. As a matter of fact, type policies. Black people love the Bonnie and Clyde. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I kind of think too, like a lot of when they turn into like when he was going to trial and the cases and getting the felonies, like black people started liking him because of that, and they recognize that. They even said that. That's just not me. You're like, oh man, Johnny, you know what you're talking about. That's what they were saying. Trump was saying like, black people like me because I'm a felony now. They could, you know, they played off of that. They played off of that. We like the criminals, the villains. Sometimes, like in Batman movies, sometimes people we root for the villain secretly. Like, man, I hope he in Batman. You know, we root for the villain. We love our villains. And I'm not saying that Trump is a villain. I'm just saying we love our villains. So to say somebody is this and this and that and a villain, that's not a powerful argument. Freddie said, not true. How so? You gotta explain what you mean, Freddie. Now, look, we got Freddie all the way from Mississippi. Is it Mississippi? What part of Mississippi you from? And then tell us what you mean by not true. And he left he left the X mark. But we love our, till we get his comment, we're gonna continue on. But we love our criminals. So him being a felony, he started selling shoes. Trump started selling shoes. Or the t-shirts. The t-shirts was big. And capitalized off of that. You know. So, but if you just tap it in, we talking about in Peoria, Illinois, it is now a crime to be homeless. You cannot be outside. You can't have no tents. Rappers are named after mob bosses. That is a good point. Yeah, mob bosses and drug dealers. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Herb Gotti, all of those guys are Baby, even Baby. Like the people, like some of the people in those days were named Baby. Like this is nothing new. I think maybe the Little. I think we add the Little on there. That's our thing, the Little. But all these other names and stuff like that are mob bosses. Fat Joe. And the crazy. We're gonna talk about that. That's the crazy part because Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big. No, it was. He came out. He said Biggie Smalls. His name was Biggie Smalls. And the real Biggie Smalls contacted him and Diddy and said, if you continue to use my names, I'm going to sue y'all for everything y'all got. And Biggie came out and said, don't call me Biggie Smalls no more. My name is Notorious Big. That's why he made a quick change from Notorious Big, because he was trying to use Biggie Smalls' name. Rick Ross used the real Ricky Ross. He used Rick Ross' name for clout. All these people using their names for clout, and Rick Ross got mad because he felt like Rick Ross should have gave some money for using my name. Rick Ross, that's his actual name. That's the crazy part about it. That's not a nickname. Rick Ross is not a nickname. That's his actual name. Rick Ross, the rapper, took this man's name while he was in jail and said, this is my name, but I'm gonna rap on it. Ain't that crazy? That's insane. And it was a prison guard, so he probably heard about Rick Ross. So yeah, I'm gonna be Rick Ross. That's insane. And didn't pay the man. You could at least pay the man for stealing his identity. Yeah, but that's the way it is. We love our criminals. We love our villains. Um, Dukes of Hazard. Dukes of Hazard was two outlaws running around, evading the law, breaking the law, any which way they can. That's why cops was always running after them. We love them. We love our outlaws. So she asked, "Did you?" That's a loaded question. Did you vote for Kamala? Let me ask you. Let me ask you this: Did you vote for Kamala? Elise. Elise knows, and Elise knows where are you from too. Let me know where you from. Let me see here. Do we have any comments over here while she answers? But if you're just now tuning in, yes, I regret it. Why do you regret it? Why do you regret voting for Kamala? You from Philly? Oh, that's what's up. Philadelphia's in the building. So we got Mississippi and Philadelphia in the building. So why do you regret voting for Kamala? I mean, you should stand behind your vote, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Or do you now support Trump? Is that why I voted for her because my family pressured me? Wow, I didn't know that type of stuff was going on. Did they pressure you because the first black female? Is that why they pressured you? Or and then you from Philly? I'm gonna put Philly is in the house. So Philly is in the house. I don't support Trump at all, but I didn't want to vote. They hate Trump. Wait, so let me see if I understand. You said I don't support Trump at all. I didn't want to vote. They hate Trump. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you didn't want to vote at all. But if you don't want to vote at all, that's a vote for Trump. I think a lot of people was didn't vote. I would have voted for Biden. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, it, I like Biden too, but when I've seen Biden in that when he did that debate, that really kind of that shook a lot of people. That shook a lot of people seeing him like that, and he freezing and stuff like that. He might have been able to last another four. You know what? And I'm going to do a podcast about this too, because they say that people are saying that Biden should retire so Kamala Harris could be president, so we can have our first black woman president for a month or two. Do y'all believe? Would that be okay with y'all? I would have if he was competent. So I mean, like I said, but you're kind of speaking around. You're kind of speaking around yourself because you're saying that you would have voted for Biden. So, like I said before, you got to be confident in your vote. You vote for Biden, and you said you would have if he was competent. So Biden wasn't competent. So how could you vote for him if you knew he wasn't competent? You know what I'm saying? I think they should have had a democratic process. Who got two messages over here? Let me see. I think they should have had a democratic process that would have made people feel more confident about the whole thing. So I'm actually trying to get the messages on TikTok, but thank y'all for tapping in and leaving a message. I'm gonna figure out how to get people want to join on here, but listen, y'all, I don't know if this microphone is good. Okay, so I'm getting way off the subject. So I had no intention to vote at all. My family pressured me to vote. Okay, so listen, I got a video play I want to play for y'all, and you'll be able to hear it on TikTok too. We're gonna try something different to where everybody can hear the sound. So I want to show y'all this video, and it's about the homeless people not having a place to stay anymore because it's now going to be illegal. So check this out. This is just today.
outside will be presented again to the Peoria City Council at a special meeting Tuesday night. The issue sparked a lengthy and emotional debate when the measure was discussed for the first time at the council's August 13th meeting. And now the council is being presented with a pair of options, both of them imposing fines that increase for repeated violations, and one of those options includes 6 months in jail. City staffers indicate that something has to be done because unsanitary conditions at encampments pose, quote, immediate health threats to people staying there. The council special session will start at 6 p.m. Tuesday night. For more details on this story, just head to our website, 25newsnow.com.
So
We are this veteran state.
as y'all can see,
Their bravery.
as y'all can clearly see, it's about to go down. Like they finna get people off the street, and yeah, I know, right? How can they afford a fine, right? So let me see here. Let me put this up here. So I had no intention to vote at all. My family pressured me to vote. That's crazy. I didn't know that was even happening. I didn't know that was a thing. And then she said, "Oh my God, can they afford a fine?" No, they can't afford a fine. That's the whole thing. They're gonna probably end up doing jail time more than likely. I got 7 messages on here, and I don't know how to. Oh, okay. I guess it's just telling me people join in. So people tapping in on here on TikTok, and I appreciate it. I wish I would get more love in my hometown where this news is actually happening. We are all over the world, but that's the way we got to kind of do it because it's just a lack of support here in our hometown. So, but we gotta get the word out anyway, anyhow, and this is the way of doing it to connect with the whole world. So make sure that y'all are sharing it on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Please, I appreciate it. And then the last comment was, oh, there's another one. She said, where are they gonna go? So this is what I was saying. I'm hoping that the city has a plan to have these people go to some type of shelter. Maybe that they're putting a housing development. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, because that's crazy just to kick them out on in the street like that. But like I said, in 2025, we have to prepare ourselves for some heart-wrenching things like this. The deportation is going to happen. Okay? I'm going to say that again. The deportation is going to happen. We have to prepare ourselves. It's not just going to be Mexicans. It's going to be anybody from any state who's not legally here in America or that they're targeting. I would really hate to think that they're targeting dark-skinned people, but that may be a possibility. I mean, some of the things that were targeted on the last few months of the campaign were people from Puerto Rico, Spanish people. Eating cats and dogs. I remember that, eating cats and dogs. That was directly towards Haitian people. So you see where the hate is going towards. It's not going to people that don't look like us. It's going to people that look like us. So when they talk about the deportation, I'm thinking that may be who they're talking about. I mean, why wouldn't you think that? What would make you not want to think that? Unless you're just being really naive. What would make you not want to think that? And like I said, you may have people that are close to you, people that live next to you, people that you've been friends with that you may not know are illegal, or somebody in their family might be illegal, and they may be deported. You have to think about that. Do they get a warning or just a fine? Any options for a shelter or anything? I think going back to the homeless shelter thing, I believe they said they get a couple of like a warning, and then they start fining them. If they fine them too many times, then they can do up to 6 months in jail. They can do 6 months in jail. And like I said, I know it's harsh, but these are the realities that we're gonna have. This is going to be reality. We got to take it in. This is going to be reality. The goal is to reshape America. And it's going to happen. So just get ready for it. You got to prepare yourself. And we're going to have to start swallowing some of this stuff and just taking it all in. Why do people focus on Mexicans and not Russians or Asians? They're here illegally. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but Donald Trump said before, he said, he named our countries. He said, these countries here are shithole countries. And he said that, without getting too much into it, and he's basically, he said, why don't we get more people coming from other countries, and the other countries named off wasn't people that were dark skinned. I put it to you like that. All right, so she said hasta la vista. I understand that. Hasta la vista. Is that how you say it? Okay, hasta la vista to you too. I'll be back. Make sure you tap back in. Subscribe to my page. I would like to hear more from you. You have some really interesting things to say. So thank you for tapping in from Philly. And bring me one of those Philly cheesesteaks. I definitely appreciate it. All right. With that being said, I think we're gonna watch this one more time because I just want y'all to kind of see, for people who didn't get a chance to see, what's going to happen to the homeless people. There is going to be warnings, fines, and then up to 6 months in jail, I believe, is what she said.
New this morning, an ordinance that would possibly punish homeless people with fines or even jail time for camping outside will be presented again to the Peoria City Council at a special meeting Tuesday night. The issue sparked a lengthy and emotional debate when the measure was discussed for the first time at the council's August 13th meeting. And now the council is being presented with a pair of options, both of them imposing fines that increase for repeated violations, and one of those options includes 6 months in jail. City staffers indicate that something has to be done because unsanitary conditions at encampments pose, quote, immediate health threats to people staying there. The council special session will start at 6 p.m. Tuesday night. For more details on this story, just head to our website, 25newsnow.com.
And that's what's being discussed today
Get your home holiday ready
in Peoria.
during the hunter season.
Sorry about that. That's what's being discussed today in Peoria, Illinois. They are getting rid of their homeless problem. So I hate to have the topic like that, but that's what they're doing, getting rid of homeless. It's a problem. I do see a lot more because I go down to Riverplex. I do see the community get bigger and intense, and it's becoming a problem. And Peoria is getting rid of the problem, so that's why I named it that. I'm not going nowhere. That's for the illegals. That's sad. Some kind of safeguard needs to be put up. That's hard. It's getting cold. God help us all. Yeah, yeah. That's it. I think it's going to be some harsh realities that are about to hit, and I'm nervous myself because I don't have myself 100% together. So I need to start thinking of ways that I can increase my wealth and things like that. So those are all good points. Thank you for tapping in. We're gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all tap in on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So you can catch this on all of those. And we're gonna have recording, and it's gonna be really cool. So we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank y'all for tapping in. My name is Johnny. You could still leave your comments too, because we're gonna read them later. And I want to know what y'all think. All right. So we out. Thank y'all for watching.